Hi, my name is AJ Misselhorn. I'm the new field hockey coach. We're starting NCAA Division III field hockey at Penn State Harrisburg. I'm really excited about the opportunities at Penn State Harrisburg. I think for me, being able to coach in Division III and back in college is really exciting. I've spent most of my career coaching college, so to get this opportunity, it's exciting for me. I want to serve the student athletes. I want to help build something special here at Harrisburg. And just being in the hotbed of field hockey is so exciting that there's great teams and amazing club teams right in this area. So recruiting will be great. That we'll get some very hardworking Pennsylvania students, but then also I'm really excited about the Discover Scholarship that we're able to recruit in the neighboring states. So I just think there's a lot of potential to build something very great here. Building a program is so exciting because, one, there's a lot to do in terms of all it takes to put a college team together. But for me, I'm really grateful to be able to give back to field hockey. I came from Texas where field hockey wasn't big, and we really got some amazing opportunities being able to go to Wake Forest, play for Jen Averill, and just the opportunities I've received after that, getting into college athletics. So for me, I've always seen field hockey growing, or we're trying to have it grow more through what U.S. Hockey is doing, the NFHCA is doing a Field Hockey Forward initiative to help grow field hockey in America, and it's important to me to be a part of that, so I'm really grateful that we can create a Division III team here, recruit some talented athletes, get started right away and see some success early. But just to see the numbers growing in field hockey is important to me, that we've really seen soccer, lacrosse kind of shoot past field hockey. So to be a part of the growing process for field hockey is really important to keep that going. And I think for myself, I hope to be a role model for other teams that are starting from scratch. And we hope we can kind of support each other. I've met some other coaches that are relatively new to their teams, and they're growing their programs, and we're trying to stay connected and support each other and just help each other through field hockey. For me, the vision here is a little bit different than what I've had at other college programs. I think for me, in my coaching career, because I've seen student athletes, I've seen them be recruited and graduate and then move on to just amazing careers, and I think that has been really rewarding and meaningful to me. So as much as we're going to be focused on winning, success on the field, I can see the bigger picture of how important it is to have our student athletes come to Penn State, graduate with a degree, and move on to bigger and better things in terms of their careers, whether that's being a businesswoman, whether that's being a mother, whether that's being whatever profession they choose to be. I love that we have some teachers, some nurses, a wide variety of careers that student athletes can move on to. But I think for me, kind of making sure that we set them up for success during our time here as a four-year student athlete, and really support them as they're getting ready for that next step in life is important to me. But also to make sure that while they're here, they get all the support of the Penn State amenities and Penn State support. I think I've been so impressed with this university and all that we have to offer for our student athletes, and I'm really excited to share everything from career services to our counseling services to student affairs. I was just at convocation yesterday, and to see 1,000 students eager to start classes and ready to be a Penn State student. There's a lot of excitement on campus. So I'm really excited about my vision to start the program to provide our student athletes with so many great opportunities, both in the classroom, on the field, and kind of in the community. I think there's some great things to happen here. To me, it was exciting taking the job because I think some colleges have started field hockey based on they just want to get 20 females on campus, and that's not what Penn State's about. They're about providing a great opportunity for our student athletes here, and if we can be an example for other Penn State campuses, I think that'd be amazing to see field hockey grow at other Penn State campuses. Even I can think of some other colleges in the U.S. that are thinking about field hockey, and sometimes they just need that example and see the success early that hopefully we can show them, and I'd love to be an example for other colleges. My field hockey career started in Texas. I was really fortunate to have a coach from Vermont who knew field hockey, because at the time there weren't a lot of field hockey coaches in Texas. I got recruited to Wake Forest through the U.S. Field Hockey Futures Program, which is now called Nexus, that I'm still a part of because I like to give back to U.S. Hockey. But I went to Wake Forest, played for 4 years, and then I went back to my high school in Texas. I coached PE, soccer, and softball, and hockey. For 3 years. We won 2 state championships there. And for myself, 9/11 happened in 2001, and that kind of changed a lot for me, that I thought I could stay a PE coach for the rest of my life and enjoy it and play dodgeball and kickball every day and have like an amazing life. But I kind of took 9/11 as a sign to challenge myself, and life is short and you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So it's important to pursue great things and like I said, challenge myself and I took the jump into college coaching. I had a opportunity at James Madison University to be the second assistant there. So applied for that job, and kind of from the help of my coach, Jen Averill, knowing the people at James Madison, I was able to get the second assistant job there. I think we actually beat Wake Forest in the first game at James Madison, so that was kind of like an exciting time to start my college career, even though I was an assistant. I then got to be the first assistant at UPenn, and that was fun coaching those really smart Ivy League students. And they love video and analyzing the game, and I felt like I was pretty good at video analysis, and I was able to help them understand the game from the mental aspect. And we won the Ivy League championship. We beat Princeton, and that was like a huge boost to my confidence in my coaching career. I then went to Temple University in Philly, had that kind of Philly connection, where we were able to take a team that hadn't had a winning record in a long time, turn them into a winning program, take them to postseason, work with some tough, gritty athletes in Philly, from both New Jersey and Pennsylvania student athletes who are really tough, had great work ethics, and was able to kind of build there for 10 years. We finally got ranked in the top 20. We finished, I think, 11th in the country. Had some great success with some awesome athletes from this area, actually. So I took the jump to the Big Ten after that, coached at Indiana for 4 years, had some really exciting wins in the Big Ten, felt good about being able to play at the highest level in the nation in college, and really enjoyed my time in the Big Ten. I then got married. My priorities changed a lot in terms of kind of time commitment it takes to be a Big Ten athlete and a coach, and the travel that goes with the Big Ten schedule. And so kind of took a step back, reflected a lot on myself as a coach, what I wanted to do in terms of field hockey. And when this opportunity arose, I really couldn't pass it up. It's just like the perfect mix of being able to coach college athletes and really helping them during their college journey, but also being close to home, being in this great area of central Pennsylvania, and being able to wear Penn State on my uniform. Like, that's really an amazing opportunity for me. I understand how serious Penn State takes their athletics, and to be able to represent the Lion and build and have athletes come and wear the Penn State uniform, I'm really excited about this opportunity. Recruiting, again, I'm really happy to be in central Pennsylvania. There's something special about these recruits in this area. They come from good families, they work hard. I like some of the blue-collar athletes that we have on campus already. Just the work ethic and the determination that you see in some of these central Pennsylvania families is amazing. So I'm really looking for some fast athletes, players that are dedicated on and off the field. Again, we're going to do a lot of community service. We're going to help in a variety of ways on campus. For me, it's really important that our field hockey players represent our student athletes and our athletic department on and off the field. It's important that they do well in the classroom, that they obviously are going to classes. I'll probably ask them to sit in the first 2 rows of classes, even though a lot of college students don't like to do that. I know that's where you get the best out of it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to challenge them to be their best in the classroom, on the field. So again, I've had some good success already with recruiting. We have some commits already. Excited to be a Penn State athlete, and I'm excited to stay on the recruiting trails this fall and continue to watch some high school games and recruit some great athletes to come join us here. It's an exciting time to be part of women's athletics. I think for me, watching the World Cup on TV, seeing women's sports be watched in restaurants, and you can walk into a bar and see women's sports on TV is really exciting. I think it's a great time in America for women's sports, that it's a fun thing to watch. Exciting that Penn State decided to add another women's sport is really exciting too. I'm pretty proud that I'm part of a women's leadership initiative with Char Moret at Penn State. She and Susan, the Hall of Famer basketball coach from up there, have started a little women's initiative trying to network female student athletes, both at the as current student athletes, but also to help network within our alumni, to get our Penn State alumni together so we can support the current student athletes, but also help them as they go on later in life in whatever professions they start. So I think, again, being at a university like Penn State, they really understand the importance of supporting female student athletes, giving us the quality that the athletes deserve, and supporting the programs the way they should, both financially, with other resources. So I think, again, I chose Penn State because of all the great things that I saw going on here, and I think the Women's Leadership Initiative is just one small sign of how great Penn State treats our student athletes.